Assalamu alaikum and hello everybody. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to do a union of two files using Tableau Prep. Tableau Prep is a tool which is used for data wrangling. It's a very useful tool. So one of the functions we can do is to do a union of two files. That is, we want to combine the data in two files together in a single file. So what you see on the screen is the electricity consumption usage for house number 11, a particular house in a special locality in Pakistan. So we have the date and time, the timestamp, and we also have the kilowatt hour usage. And we have three other variables, but these are the two main variables that we have. So the total amount of rows are around 0.5 million. And the data is measured from 1st of January till 31st of May. So that's the data for the first file. And if you see the second file, that's for house number 12. And you can see here that we don't have those other three columns here, but we have still the date and time column and the primary electricity consumption variable. And here also the timestamp is almost the same, is exactly the same, in fact. So you can see the same amount of rows and the granularity of time is exactly the same. So when I do a union of the two files, obviously for file house number 12, those three variables are not present. So I'm going to see empty rows there or the empty columns for those three variables in the union file for house number 12. So let's do a union. So I'll just share the Tableau Prep window. Yeah, so this is the Tableau Prep window. So I'll just say connect to data and I'll say text file. I'll select house number 1 and 11 and 12 through the control key. I'll open them. So this basically prepares the data, but this is the view that we're interested in. So I just click on the plus here. I click on union. So it's going to create this process box, which is called union 1, because I can also have other unions. So I just drag this union here, the house number 11 file here. You can see I can also join, but that I'm going to do in another video. This is just the union. So the union is done. I just click on plus here and I click on output. So when I click on output, I have I can save the output to some file I want, but let me just specify the type here. So obviously I want a CSV file. I can use that for other purposes as well. And this is the default Tableau repository in which the file is going to be present, but I think I also save it here, like for example on the desktop. Yeah, so now it's gonna be saved on the desktop. Okay, so what I will do is that I will just run this flow. I can also use this run flow button here. So you can see that now this is done. It took a total of like maybe half a minute, 30 seconds to do that. So now let's see the output file. So you can see that this is the output file, and we have this table names column, which has been added by Tableau Prep. Obviously, it just contained two values. And you can see here that this whole column is filled up to like 1 million rows, which is the total number of rows after doing the union. If you remember, we had 0.5 million rows in each file. And now we have almost 1 million rows in the union file. But for these three columns, I told you, okay, we are not going to have the values for house number 12. So they just remain empty. So if you import them as, as part of a database or even as a CSV file, if you import into Python, for example, so these are all the null values that you will have to, fill up. That's the stuff here. So you can see that it has mixed the output, but whenever we have the data here, that's just for house number 11. And then for house number 12, it just remains the same. So it has done a union according to some method, but the union file is now there that we wanted. Thanks for watching.